Welcome back. The West Warriors wrapped up a solid school year. The football team made it back to the playoffs in the fall. The winner saw the boys soccer team continuing their Bay League dominance. And you don't need senioritis to get excited about the highlights that Kevin Figures breaks down for the Sports Desk. The West Warriors.
We'll start our recap of West High sports in the fall, where the Lady Warriors volleyball team held their own in the tough Bay League. Last fall's team was full of great senior leadership from players like Katie Collin and Hillary Murphy. And behind the power of Shayna Gattari and Kayla Mallett, the Warriors finished with a respectable 17-10 record to finish third place in the Bay League. Now on to the gridiron, where the Warriors football team also boasted a senior-laden unit. Senior running back Dan Hingler was a workhorse, often carrying the ball over 20 times a game on his way to a spectacular season. And speaking of spectacular, how about West starting quarterback Ronnie Clark? And no, folks, this is not a video error. That is the Warriors starting quarterback, returning not one, but 2 punts for touchdowns in the same game against Bishop Montgomery. But you can't be a quarterback unless you actually throw the ball, right? Well, that's just what Clark did, time and time again to his favorite target, fellow senior Kyle Slowey. The Warriors won 7 games to clinch third place in the Bay League and earned a CIF playoff berth.
Okay, so we just took a look at the fall sports highlights for the Warriors. The girls volleyball team as well as the football team had winning seasons, and we'll be looking to build upon that going into 2010. Now let's go and take a look at the winter highlights.
Let's start our winter recap on the pitch with the Lady Warriors soccer team, which saw mixed results this past season. The Lady Warriors were led in this non-league game against Torrance by Tiffany Smith, who scored 2 goals to lead them to victory. West finished the season with 6 wins, 9 losses, and 6 ties. We move on to the hardwood, where West never really seemed to get on track this year. The Warriors made a lot of plays and played extremely well when they played pressure defense and forced their opponents into turnovers. The sharpshooting of Fidel Herrera was a bright spot in a tough season in which the Warriors never won consecutive games and finished the season with just 7 victories. The Lady Warriors basketball team would also see their fair share of adversity on the hardwood as well, winning 11 games and finishing in 4th place in the Bay League. Back on the soccer field, the boys dominated all season long, with sweet shots like this one from Brian Dempsey and this acrobatic play from David Kubo. The Warriors put the pressure on teams all season long. And with a dominant goalie like Lucas Nascimento, it's no wonder why West lost only 2 games on their way to a Bay League championship.
We just took a look at the 2009 winter highlights for the Warriors. The soccer team had a great year, winning 15 games on their way to a league championship. Now let's take a look at the spring sports highlights.
We start our look back at the spring with boys volleyball. The Warriors had a tough year on the court, amassing just 5 wins on the season. However, the Warriors competed in every game, especially senior leader Daniel Diaz, who led the team in nearly every statistical category. To the diamond now, where the Lady Warriors softball team had an up and down season, due in large part to injury to the pitching staff. Freshman Kelsey Sakamoto pitched extremely well down the stretch, keeping them in every game. The Lady Warriors offense was also buoyed by a freshman, as Kelly Atkinson hit 500 on the season and always seemed to come up with the big hit. West won 12 games and fell just 1 win shy of making the playoffs. We now move over to the boys, who had an up and down year in their own right. It seemed as if whenever the pitching was great, the offense was cold, and whenever the offense was hot, the pitchers struggled. The highlight of the year had to be Trevor Neer's grand slam to springboard the Warriors over the North Saxons. West finished the season with 13 wins and finished 4th in the Bay League.
Thanks, Kevin, for a true highlight reel for the Warriors. Katie Colin is going to play volleyball for Cal Poly in Pomona. Big man on campus and on the pitch. Cameron Crumpy got a full ride to play soccer at Loyola Marymount, and Lewis Simon will be playing on UC San Diego's green. Congrats to all of the student athletes who are moving on to higher education. If we've left off a student athlete that's getting an athletic scholarship, then let us know, because we want to let you know. And no worries about your Torrance Totters or Bishop Montgomery Knights highlights. They're not forgotten. You just have to wait till next week. But you don't have to wait long for summer. We'll continue to tell you what's going on. If you've been to Wilson Park recently, you might have noticed that there's no skateboard ramp in the skate park. Well, that's not stopping the Sports Desk's Juan Hernandez from hunting down what's going on with the skate camp and its ramps.
For everybody who remembers what Wilson Skate Park used to look like, you might not recognize now what resembles a bunch of deserted tennis courts. But that hasn't stopped this city from teaching kids all about one of everybody's favorite action sports.
This past spring, we started the Torrance Flatland Skate Camp, and basically what that does is it allows kids to come from beginners to intermediate and advanced, and basically work on their flat ground skills. So everything from ollies, kick flips, all the type of flat tricks that you would do without ramps. That's what we focus on. So for the beginners, they learn how to push and balance on their boards, and intermediate and advanced would learn flip tricks and stuff like that.
And while you'd think a flatland skate camp might leave kids eager to start launching off of ramps and rails, it's obvious by hosting an average of about 400 students each summer that everyone is learning something valuable by focusing on the basics.
By far my favorite part of the program would be taking the kid who comes the first day is really shy around all the other kids who might already have some skill on a skateboard under their belts, and seeing that kid over the 4 days progress from being really fidgety on a board and maybe not even being able to stand up to being able to push by themselves and balance and even turn.
Even though the city of Torrance has clearly made the most out of losing its traditional skate park, consequence of wooden ramps and older materials that would break down under harsh conditions and weather, that hasn't stopped Trevor from lobbying to build a new and improved park. As the skate park's contractor, he's hoping to soon construct a new venue filled with stairs, ledges, gaps, and all the exciting toys he can think of, clearing out the tumbleweeds we'd expect to see rolling through and transforming this park into a skater's paradise. But of course, one man can't do it alone.
It takes everyone working together, the skaters from the community, working with the city, and working with whatever organization ends up building a park like that. Just kind of everyone's ideas coming together and putting all that into reality and hopefully building something. So it takes a lot.
So if your youngest wants to learn how to skate, or you just want to touch up on the basics, Torrance's Flatland Skate Camp has something for you. And if you'd like to see a new park that this skate community can be proud of, there's always some way to help. Reporting for the Sports Desk, I'm Juan Hernandez.
Thanks so much, Juan. The camps run all summer long, and you can sign up anytime. They're going to be at the Wilson Park Athletic Complex. You can email Trevor, the instructor, at TorranceCA.Gov. It's that time of the show where you tell us something we might not know. There are a lot of summer camps coming up. Let us know. The easiest way to do that is by taking a look at our website. Of course, you can call the number on your screen at 310-618-5762. Email us at thesportsdesk@TorranceCA.Gov. Our shows are online. All the shows from 2010 are on YouTube as well. And to all the students, good luck with your finals this week. And to the seniors, good luck on the practices you'll have with graduation ceremonies. That's all we have for you this week. Torrance, next week, be sure to catch the Torrance Tartars and the Bishop Montgomery Knights highlights. So until next time, have a good time.